Dear student, welcome to my online maths class. Today I choose a new topic on trigonometry, and this topic is height and distance. Here, height and distance. So in this topic, I collected some important questions for you for your coming exam, and I will solve it one by one. And before starting, so I want to discuss some important terms related to height and distance, and which are angle of elevation, angle of depression, and line of sight. So if you can understand, so I think there will be no problem in exam. So let us try to understand what are the three terms. The first one is angle of elevation. So first you have to focus on this figure. So suppose uh, AB. Suppose AB is a tower or pole or anything, and suppose here C. C is a man standing on the level ground. So this is the level ground. So AB, the tower AB is on the level ground, and the man is also suppose standing on the level ground, and the position is C, viewing. So this man is viewing this top of the tower, from this point. Then AC is called the line of sight. So we can write here line of sight. So this is called the line of sight. Now this line of sight making an angle, you can see here making an angle with the horizontal. This line of sight making an angle, that one, what is the name of this angle? ACB. So this angle ACB is called the angle of elevation of point A. So this angle is called the angle of elevation of point A. You just remember. So the observer is at point C when looking at the point A, mean the top of the tower or pole. Then here it is creating the angle of elevation. Now, in the similar way, if we think, suppose the observer is there, mean the man is there, and viewing it downwards uh, at point at any point in the ground level at C, then here I have to draw. Here you have to draw a line which is parallel to the level ground. Then this angle which is formed by the line of sight and the horizontal line is called the angle of depression. So this is the angle of depression of point C. So that one you have to remember. In case of angle of elevation, I told you that the angle of elevation of point A, mean top of the tower. And in case of depression, it is the angle of depression of point C. So this angle is called the angle of depression, and this angle is called the angle of elevation. But one thing you remember, these two angles are equal in measure. Why these two angles are equal? Because these two lines are parallel, and if we think this line of sight is transversal, then these two angles are alternate interior angles, so they are equal in measure. And in our problems, first of all we'll find the angle of depression. Suppose if it is given, then from this we have to convert it in the triangle, in our given triangle, as a mean acute angle, so that we can calculate it. And here always forming a right triangle, and in right triangle uh, we know different ratios are there, and with the help of these ratios we'll solve our given problem. And one more thing I want to discuss, which I will discuss later on also, that is, suppose in this triangle two sides are there, three sides are there, mean that one is hypotenuse, here it may be perpendicular, here it may be base. So if our question is to find suppose the base, and AB is given, then it is related to perpendicular and base, so we'll take tan, mean tangent, or cotangent, mean cot. And if it is suppose related to hypotenuse and base, then we'll take sine or cos. So that one you have to remember. So if you can remember this, So there will be no problem if it is given any complex questions also. So I hope you can understand these three terms. Mean angle of elevation, here angle of elevation is that angle, mean angle of elevation is ACB, and angle of depression, here it is angle, suppose if it is D, so angle DAC is the angle of depression, and this line is representing line of sight. So after this there will be a little break, then I will start some problems based on height and distance. So let us start with an easy example. Here I choose an easy question so that you can understand at the beginning. So the question is, the height of a tree is √3 times the length of its shadow. Find the angle of elevation of the sun. So for this, first of all you have to draw a figure. So I have already drawn. So you can draw first this line AB as the height of the tree, and the level ground is there, and then you have to join it. So let this point be C. Let this point be C. It means you have to draw a right triangle ABC. Here AB is the height of the tree, and BC is the length of the shadow. So the condition is given, so we'll use it in the question. So what we are doing, you see, first of all we have to write let, as the relation is given, so we'll write let the length of the shadow be x. So it is given 3 times the length of the shadow. So angle, so here no unit is given, so we'll write only x. If it is given the unit, so we'll write meter or centimeter. So let the length of the shadow be x. It means BC is x. So from this we can write, therefore the height of the tree equal to, as it is given, √3 times the length of its shadow. So we can write √3x. So this is the height. Now we'll find √3x. So here will be √3x. So in triangle ABC, how to choose which ratio we'll use? This is important. So in later on also you can see, sometimes we need to take tan, then sometimes sine also, cos also, then sometimes cot also. Then when to choose which one? So this is actually based on what is the question asking. Here you can see it is very clear that AB we are getting √3x, then BC, the shadow, the length of the shadow is x. So it is related between perpendicular and base. So we will choose tan because tan is perpendicular by base. So this is the way we can choose the ratio. Now we'll write now in triangle, we can write in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC we'll write 10. So 10, this angle of elevation, let it be theta. So we can write tan theta equal to, what will be there, as we are measuring with respect to this. So our AB is our perpendicular. So we can write AB by BC. So AB by BC, this implies tan theta equal to, AB is √3x. So we'll write √3x divided by BC is x. This implies tan theta equal to x cancel. So it is √3, and we can write, this implies tan theta equal to 10. Now what is the value of root 3? Mean 10 30 degree or 60 degree. So we know that 10 60 degree is root 3. So we'll write here 10 60 degree. So by comparing both sides, we'll write therefore theta equal to 60 degree. So we'll write hence the, now we'll write the answer. Here I am writing the answer. Hence the angle of, as it is given, what to find the angle of elevation of the sun. So hence the angle of elevation of the sun equal to 60 degree. So that much only. So this is a simple example. So I think you can understand. So now we will start example number 2. So let me start question number 2. So question number 2 is the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground and at a distance of 160 meters from its foot is found to be 60 degree. Find the height of the tower. So these are actually basic questions. So these type of questions may not come, but this is for clearing your basic conceptions. So I choose that one. Now in this question you can see that here it is given the tower. So first of all, how to draw the figure? So first of all, you have to draw a line which is representing the tower and the level ground. Now as it is given, you can see from a point on the ground and at a distance of 160 meters. So let us take a point on the ground, and this distance, as it is given, this distance is given 100. This distance is given 160 meter. So this is 160 meter, and now we have to draw a line to make the angle. So it is given 60 degree. So this is the angle of elevation of point A from the point C on the ground. So this is the figure, simple figure. So AB representing the tower and BC is the distance of the point from the bottom of the tower, and this angle is the angle of elevation. Now in this figure, what we are going to find the height of the tower. So here we have to find the length of AB. So here again you can see that it is related to perpendicular and base, so we'll choose 10. So the ratio, trigonometrical ratio, we'll choose 10. So let me start. What we have to write? First we will write let AB be the height of the tower. Let AB be the height of the tower. So BC is given. So as you, I already done, so no need to write anymore. We'll write now in triangle ABC, comma 10. We'll choose 10. So 10 60 degree is given. So we'll write 10 60 degree equal to, what is the ratio of 10? So it is P by B. So here P is AB and BC is base. So we can write AB by BC. This implies 10 60 degree. What is the value of 10 60 degree? We know that it is root 3. So we can put it root 3 equal AB by, and BC, the length of BC is given. So it is 160. So we can write 160. This implies AB equal to 160 into root 3. This implies AB equal to, so root 3. Sometimes the value of root 3 is given in the question, and if it is not given, so you can put it 1.732. So we'll write 160 into 1.732. So therefore, now to write the answer, so you have to multiply it. So now to write the answer, therefore the height of the tower equal. So height of the tower equal. What is the multiplication? If we multiply it 160, so we can use the calculator. Now I am using the calculator, but you have to do it manually. So it is 277.12. So 277.12. So we'll write the answer 277.12 meter. So that much. So this is the answer. The height of the tower equal to 277.12 meter. So I think you can understand. Now we'll start question number 3. Let us start question number 3. In question number 3, it is given from the top of a hill, the angles of depression of two consecutive kilometer stones due east are found to be 30 degree and 45 degree respectively. Find the distances of the stones from the foot of the hill. So for this question, I have already drawn, actually for saving time, I have already drawn a figure. So this figure representing here AB as the hill, the height of the hill, and you can see C and D are the two positions of the kilometer stones, and B is the foot of the hill. As it is given according to the question, it is 30 degree and it is 45 degree. But how we got this 30 and 45 degree, you see? Actually, for this you have to draw a horizontal line here. You have to draw a horizontal line here, and now here it is given angle of depression. So you can see here angle of depression is given. So actually we cannot write directly here 30 and 45 degree. First of all, we have to draw a horizontal line here, and then this angle actually 30 degree, and another angle, that angle is 45 degree. And from these two angles we are getting these angles, as these two angles are alternate interior angles. So we got these two angles, but in the figure you have to show these angles first. Now, so in the solution we'll write one more thing here. AB we can take as X and BD as Y. And the important thing is that here it is given consecutive kilometer stone. You can see consecutive kilometer stones are given. It means the distance between the two stone is 1 kilometer. So this distance is 1 kilometer up to this. So this is 1 kilometer. BD is not given. We have taken it as Y, and AB is also not given. We have taken it as X. So now we will start. Here two triangles are there clearly, ADB and ACB. From these two triangles we can get the answer. So we will write in triangle. First of all we will write in triangle. We can take ACB or ABC. In triangle ABC, 10 what it is given, 30 degree. So we'll write tan 30 degree equal. So P by H. So here it is AB by BC. So we'll write AB by BC. This implies tan 30. We can write AB equal to what? X, and BC equal to we can write 1 plus Y. So we can write 1 plus Y. So we can write tan 30 equal to 1 by root 3. So we can replace it, 1 by root 3 equal to X divided by 1 plus Y. This implies we can write X equal to, or using two lines, X root 3 cross multiplication equal to 1 plus Y. This implies X equal to 1 plus Y divided by root 3. So let it be equation number 1. So this is equation number 1. We have written X in terms of Y. So I am removing this. Again, we'll write again in triangle. Now we'll use triangle ABD. So we'll write in triangle ABD. So again we can write tan now 45 degree. So tan 45 degree equal to, now in this triangle tan 45 degree equal to AB by BD. So it is AB by BD equal to, AB is X and BD we have taken Y. So this implies tan 45 degree, the value of tan 45 degree is 1. So we can write 1 equal to X by Y. This implies X equal to Y. So we'll give it equation number 2. Now here is our equation number 1, X equal to 1 plus Y by root 3, and equation number 2, X equal to Y. Now from these two equations we can put the value of X in equation number 1. So let it be, we can write from equation 1 and 2, we get, from equation 1 and 2 we get 1 plus, we can equalize also. So we can write 1 plus Y by root 3 equal to Y. Mean left hand side is X, so right hand side must be equal. So we can write 1 plus Y divided by root 3 equal to Y. This implies Y root 3 cross multiplication equal to 1 plus Y. 1 plus Y. This implies, now taking Y in the left hand side, we can write, taking Y as common, there will be root 3 minus 1 equal to 1. This implies Y equal to 1 by root 3 minus 1. So as if the value of root 3 is given, so you can put this, otherwise you can use it as 1.732. So if we use it 1.732, so the value Y equal to will be 1 by 1.732 minus 1. This implies Y equal to 1 by 0.732. This implies Y equal to, removing the decimal, so here will be 1000 divided by 732. So now for the time saving, I'll do it in the calculator. So let me do it in the calculator. So it is 1000 divide 732. It gives us 1.366120. So we'll take up to 3 decimal points. So it is 1.366. So we'll write here 1.366. So this is the value of y. Mean this is the length of BD. Mean the first stone. The distance from the distance of the first stone from the hill. Now easily we can find the distance of the second pole, as it is 1 kilometer. So we just add 1 kilometer. So now we'll write the answer. Therefore, the distance of the first stone, equal to 1.366 kilometer, and the distance of the second stone equal to, by adding 1 we'll get 2.366 kilometer. So this is the answer. So I hope you can understand. So now we'll start question number 4. So in question number 4, it is given a vertical tower stands on a horizontal plane and is surmounted by a vertical flagstaff of height h meter. At a point on the plane, the angle of elevation of the bottom of the flagstaff is alpha and that of the top of the flagstaff is beta. So we have to prove the height of the tower is h tan alpha divided by tan beta minus tan alpha. So it is a little bit different types of question. So how we can solve it? Let us see carefully. Here it is given. I have drawn the figure earlier so that we can save little time. So you can see here BC representing the height of the tower. Here BC representing the height of the tower, and AB is the height of the flagstaff, as it is given h in the question. So h means the height of the flagstaff, and the angle of elevation, it is given, you see, alpha, the angle of elevation of the foot of the flagstaff. So foot of the flagstaff is B. So here it is alpha. Mean the angle of elevation of the foot of the flagstaff is alpha from a point on the ground, and the angle of elevation of the top of the flagstaff is beta from the point B. So here two angles, alpha and beta, and h is the height of the flagstaff, and BC is the height of the tower. Now we are going to prove that the height of the tower is h tan alpha divided by tan beta minus tan alpha. So we'll write solution. So from the figure, it is clear that here two right triangles are there. So we can write only let BC be the height of the tower. Let BC be the height of the tower, and no need to write anymore because everything is representing in the figure. Now we can write in triangle. In triangle, we can take first ADC. So in triangle ADC, you can take another this triangle also, no problem. So I have taken triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, because as it is related to the height, so we'll take 10, mean the trigonometrical ratio 10. So we'll write here 10 ADC. So here angle related is beta. So we can write 10 beta equal to. So what is the value of 10 beta here? We can write 10 beta equal to AC by DC. So we can write AC by DC. AC by DC. This implies 10 beta equal to AC. We can write H plus BC. So one thing you can write here, BC as X also we can write. So 10 beta equal to AC is what? AB plus BC. So we can write H plus X. So here H plus X divided by DC. So DC is not given, so we can write here DC. From here, if we arrange it, so we'll write DC equal to what? What we are getting? DC equal to, by cross multiplication, we'll get DC equal to H plus X divided by 10 beta. 10 beta. So let it be equation number 1. Now, so I am removing you have to remove some lines. Now in triangle, what is our another triangle? So it is BDC. Now in triangle BDC, again we will take 10. So here will be 10 alpha. So 10 alpha equal to, you see, 10 alpha equal to BC by DC. So we'll write BC by DC equal to, BC is X. So we can write X divided by DC. This implies DC equal to, so what is the value of DC? We can write by cross multiplication DC equal to X by 10 alpha. So here will be X by 10 alpha. So let it be equation number 2. So we got already 2 equations. One equation is that one and another equation 2. So if we see carefully, then we can see that in the left hand side of both the equations, same DC is there. So we can equalize the right hand side. So we'll write now from equation 1 and 2 we get, from equation 1 and 2 we can write X by 10 alpha, we can write X by 10 alpha equal to what? We can write H plus X divided by 10 beta. So I am removing now. From here we can write implies, so we can multiply here 10 alpha. So here will be H 10 alpha plus X 10 alpha equal to, here will be X 10 beta. So this is easy simplification, we can do it. This implies, now you can see here also X, here also X. So we'll take any side we can take. Let it be taken in the right hand side. So we can write h 10 alpha equal. So if we have taken that one in right hand side, so we can write it x into 10 beta minus 10 alpha. This implies x equal to, so what we can write, x equal to h 10 alpha divided by 10 beta minus 10 alpha. So we can write, so finished, we already proved it. Now only to write, therefore the height of the tower equal to h 10 alpha divided by 10 beta minus 10 alpha, and we can write proved. So that much. So I hope you can understand. Thank you. In my next video, I'll start from question number 5. Thank you.